911 because I did shut down.
What are you doing?
access to the Justice Center jail. And I'm past your security now. I'm not gonna leave. I haven't got a, hey, August 29th I came in here and I haven't even got an opinion yet. You know why? That's bullshit. Oh, at 1 o'clock I'm on the agenda at 9:30. Why at 1 o'clock the day before does he come in here and all of a sudden I have an exclusion? When did I sign up? Do you know when I signed up for this? Is that Colleen?
No.
I'm sorry, I have a disability and they're triggering it right down. Not one. Okay, call 911. I need an emergency at Emmanuel Hospital. They just triggered my disability again. You want to see my medical paperwork, or you think I'm joking? No, I am, because I need you to call 911 right now. I could die from this. Oh, you're gonna laugh I could die from this?
That's not my job.
Well, is it your job to come? I'm gonna get my medical paperwork out, and we're gonna find out what the hell's going on in this city. See, this is me the other night getting out of jail at 3 o'clock in the morning. T-shirt, shorts, because I called the ambulance. They came out to my house where my neighbor is a Multnomah County Health Department client. And I'm yelling, for how long? We don't have to worry, because everybody in the whole neighborhood knows. Central pain syndrome. Central pain syndrome. And how long did it take for me to get into the ambulance? I don't really know. That's why I have blood on both shoulders, because they had to give me a drug. Don't give me a drug. Call 911. I could die from this. What's wrong with you people? You don't believe me? Guess what? He believes me. Oh, take it serious now. Now we got a camera. See, here's the way they work. Oh, wait, what's this say? Oh, wait, I got the wrong one. Suicide potential by cop equals high. When was this from? When did I get it? Why would it say suicide potential by cop equals high? What's that mean? It means suicide potential low by cop equals high. Wait! If my suicide potential is low and my suicide by cop potential is high, what am I supposed to do? Well, this day I broke 2 police cars. One of them I was in the back of and the doors closed, and the asshole, so stupid, he drove into the closing doors. But that's okay, because I know exactly who he is. We were down here at Bullivan Bailey. And I went in there and I said, I want a check for $4,775 or I'm going to jail. What did I get? I got a comma. They turned that comma into a Y. Makes sense to me. Stully. Barry Joe Stull. Turns into Barry Joe Stully. Turns into Barry Joe J-O-E, middle name Stully. So my AKA even has an AKA. And I still want to know how come I'm not getting medical attention. And the reason I'm so loud, folks, is I got to show it to somebody who's got a camera. Okay. It's in here. Can you help me find this and run the camera? Because obviously we have a problem here in Portland. Here it is, USA versus City of Portland. Let's see what this one says. See if this rings any bells.
How the cops like to beat up mentally ill people and kill them?
No. It says, my ongoing experience is as exemplified in the attached text of tort claim notices to the environment in the City of Portland is one where retaliation and intimidation for addressing police misconduct is systemic. As a social justice activist and advocate calling for police accountability, my experience shows I cannot get police protection from known criminals and instead get arrested for charges which do not result in conviction. Like yesterday, when I went into the Justice Center jail, I was on their side of the security, and all the people waiting in line to get through the security, I'm sitting on the guy's foot who's our guard. And I'm going, see, I just stabbed them again. And all those people, I just killed them. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, they're all black. Oh, wait, I'm a racist. Hey, you're on camera.
Great.
Where was I? Oh, wait. From known criminals and instead get arrested for charges which do not result in convictions. Like my arrest February 22nd, 2012 at the Central Precinct lobby. hey, why don't I sue these people for this? I did. And I posted this past week that I was in this room in January 28th, 2015, and I said, this landlord is organized crime, and I pointed over to, thank you, I pointed over to Chief of Police O'Day. Yesterday, I tried to get to my hearing. I came out of my place, almost got run over by a car. The guy said, I'm in the crosswalk. The guy's talking on the cell phone. Some guy from Washington says, on the phone, there's a homeless guy here and he's out in traffic and there's no crosswalk. Well, guess what? I've been living across from him for 2 years. I'm a homeless guy. He's from Washington. We have crosswalk laws, whether it's marked or not. In Oregon, if there's a sidewalk, there's a crosswalk. And I'm tired of people coming here and acting like I haven't been here since 1978. I'm here before Steve Novick, short timer. We're just going to call him Shorty from now on. Because he's never going to get into any office again, because out front, and the reason they're not here, is they never had a legal quorum to vote on the sidewalk management ordinance, and in that they put the street musician ordinance as an exception, but I can't get a copy of it, and I challenge any of you to get a copy of it. I can't even get a ride to the goddamn hospital. Does anybody here know how to call 911? Does anybody in this room know how to call 911? Because a funny thing happened. I live in HUD housing. I am going to give them a presentation today. And guess who showed up? My media. Guess who didn't show up? None of them. I'm on the agenda at 9:30 and I'm here and they're not. You know why? Because I'm right and they're not. And as long as you all think I'm the problem, and as long as their media won't put anything on about it, and as long as I can't get a ride to the emergency room, why? Because I already said to all you people in this room, this could kill me. On the security problem, I was on the other side of their security in the courthouse saying, and you're gonna back off, and you're gonna back off. Why? I said, because she knows who I am. Who am I? I'm the guy that owes Multnomah County $50 for turning my clothing into, quote, clubs of steel, unquote. Did you hear any of this? Hey, did you hear about that kid up at Lewis and Clark College got attacked by 3 men? Were they all white? Were they campus safety that intentionally scoured my head on the paving stones under the welcome to Lewis and Clark College? Oh, I was in here. You know what they said? Oh, it's just like a park. The same week, I hear on the radio that there's a federal grant of $500,000 to build a park. Over there, they say Lewis and Clark College is just like a park. Give them back $500,000 that they've already paid, because they're getting that for doing this to me. Scoured my head on the paving stones, and none of you heard a thing about it. Just like none of you hear them calling the ambulance. And every one of you heard me say I could die from this, just like every one of the people in my HUD housing found out. And if you think this is peaceful enjoyment of my life, it's not. And I'm gonna tell you who you're talking to, folks. Barry Joe Stull, 326 OR 72. I filed that from prison on a pot bus. I'm in this room and they're talking about Hempstock. I read Willamette Week. The article's got Joe Walsh's name in there twice. It's got 15 minutes late guy, who was the last speaker. And the one that was after the last speaker was the guy who said, following my lead, Paul Stanford is a fraud. And he said, I was required to do security so they can have the 2013 Hempstock, and my business can't afford to do business without getting paid. 1, I was here then. 2, so was the Willamette Week reporter. 3, guess why my name isn't in there? Because Willamette Week has changed their editorial policy from when they were against marijuana, because that was the party line, to where they're for marijuana because it's money. And I'm the guy that did Dave. Oh wait, he was Dave. I was sitting over there, Dave gives me a pot seat. He goes down in Southeast Portland and he saves 3 sequoias. He's Lorax Dave. Lorax Dave and I posted on the internet, and since then I've been to the emergency room twice, and those people doing the Hazelnut Grove, that's where it all started, and I cannot get them to take a police report. We don't need the police report anymore because we don't need the police. We're better off without them, and I've been saying that for years, and that's why I have one person here that has the integrity to record what's going on long enough that I feel safe, because Amanda Fritz's husband over there is dead because I killed her husband. Because Amanda's downstairs saying, this is my friend Barry Joe, and Barry Joe lives on the undeveloped right-of-way of a city street that can't be, it's not a street, it's never been built. You never heard about that. Why? Free Camp David W. Crowther. Who's that? Hey, wait, weren't you over there? Did you tell me you and Tony were over there? That couldn't have been Tony Stevenson, because Tony Stevenson was actually killed by the cop that came over to Free Camp David W. Crowther, which you also never heard about. And where's the SWAT team? How come they can't come in and drag me out? Because yesterday I breached the security at the Justice Center jail, and you didn't even hear about it, because they can't tell you about that without saying, oh yeah, and he owes us $50 for turning his clothing into clubs of steel and bending the jail door. They can't tell you about that. Because you're talking to a dead man. I walked out of my place yesterday and I got run down before I got across the street. By the time I got across the street, a guy's calling, comes out and says, 911 says I'm the third one. Well, I have to wait now, don't I? Don't I have to wait when somebody says, I called 911 on you, because I'm not the guy? How well does this work for me in this town? I go down to Mary's Club. I go in and the waitress says, hey, she goes to the bartender. Oh no. The bartender says, yeah, I know who you are. And my sister will be in tomorrow. So the owner's daughters are two sisters. They know me. The waitress doesn't. I walk into Mary's Club and the waitress says, you're the wrong guy. Get out of here. It's just like these security guards. You notice that tall man, Mike, came in here? Mike says, you know, they told me to keep an eye on you 3 years ago. And Mike knows a couple of things. He knows I took over the goddamn Justice Center and they let me in your room. When's the bomb gonna go off?
He works for G4S Security, the guys who rape kids in Israel, too.
I was not bombed at the not bombing. Christmas trees